3v3 Judgement of Carrion blue side. Brichals is an Eldar Farseer support commander, fights melee, has loads of buffs to help out her troops. Rokco alongside as an Eldar Warlock, offensive melee, pretty mobile, can also disrupt really well late game with spells. And Lari is a Inquisitor, offensive, fights melee by default, can get ranged weapons, lots of stuns and snares, but not much support. Red team, we've got IRSurvivorish, playing a Ravener Alpha, fights ranged by default, can build tunnels for all of its allies to use to move around the map. Archlos as a Chaos Lord, destructive and durable commander, fights melee, walks through cover, there we go, and cannot be suppressed. Nasty damage late game too. And Ein rounds out red team as a Chaos Sorcerer, offensive and disruptive commander, has a bunch of spells, fights melee by default. Very annoying. Sorcerer is on the west side up against the Farseer, has gone double heretics into Chaos Space Marines, very narrow side. East side we've got a Ravener Alpha versus an Inquisitor, and Ravener Alpha very nearly goes down in first engagement, 49 hit points, gets away. And well done by Lari, has forced off the Tyranids. Double Hormagaunts for Survivorish. And it's Chaos Lord versus Warlock in the middle. A nice destructor on those heretics, didn't take out a model, but they do get away with 7. Chaos Lord now up against the Warlock, wins that because he's got so much health, 1,000 to start off. Guardians are shooting him up though. Light ranged infantry, they do pretty nice damage but are fragile. And Warlock gets a special attack which might have saved him, might have gone down to Chaos Space Marine melee there. There's killed a weak from the Chaos Lord which misses. Not that easy to connect with that skill. Farseer in a bit of trouble on this west side. Iron is pushing 500, 459. It's a 1-to-1 because center is uncapped. And Chaos Sorcerer is decapping blue's natural here. Red have a natural in the northeast. And here come the Tyranids again. Double Hormagaunts. I'm not sure that's the best idea against a Sentinel because of that, the ground pound. But we do have double Termagants as well, so pretty heavy 2-1 from Survivorish. Hammer of the Witches on the Ravener. Looks like Lari has the measure of him. Or maybe not. These Imperial Guardsmen are taking a lot of damage and they're forced to retreat. Inquisitor is still in here though, up against double Termagants. Do they have Toxin Sacks? No. And they are both forced off. Inquisitor doing a pretty good job in melee. Sentinel out as well. Center is red. Chaos Lord very low on hit points. Could retreat, but it will take him a while to get back to the center, and in fact does retreat. Banshees on the field for both Eldar players. These are Brichals. Light melee unit with power weapons. Will be very good if they can get into melee with Chaos Space Marines. Havocs on the field for both Chaos players. Set up team that's suppressed with a heavy bolter 420, 459, and a shuriken cannon from Rokco. And it's suppressing that Havoc there, and Archlos is having to move it off. Grenade launch heretics, there's the grenade barrage, will knock down that shuriken. There it is. Banshee's also taking a lot of damage here, need to be careful. Shuriken taking a lot of damage, it's trying to set up and does. 2-to-1 for red. Rangers on the field for Brichals. Sniper infantry, lots of burst damage from range. Rokco's doing a decent job holding off Archlos, but can he get in and cap? Just had another shuriken on the way and cancelled it. Guardians, Banshees and Rangers for Brichals. We have double generators here for red and triple in the middle for blue, and triple on the side for blue. Here comes Lari to help out center. No war gear for the Inquisitor yet. Banshee's forced to retreat, as is the shuriken cannon. And here comes the Chaos Lord, gets Hammer of the Witches, stunning and damaging him. Warlock ignores him and goes after. Ouch, nice destructor on those heretics. Has the Merciless Witchblade. Guardians run away. It's just now Lari. And again, doing a very good job getting into melee with this Inquisitor. If he had the Holy Brazier, would be doing a lot more damage right now. Sentinel very close to going down. Does it have its ground pound on cooldown? No. Goes down, not sure what Lari was trying to do there. Probably waiting for the ground pound to recharge. Didn't quite recharge in time. Takes out 2 Chaos Space Marine models though, wow. And the Inquisitor levels to 2. Well done again. And these Havocs are facing the wrong way. Not sure if Archlos is just not paying attention right now. And retreats to. Might lose another member in retreat. That was a special attack. And no, but Inquisitor can decap center. And look at this, Survivorish is not pushed at all during that time. Has a tunnel here. Tier 2 for Archlos. Survivorish is almost tier 2 already. I'm guessing we'll see zone thropes as soon as they can afford them. Here comes Rokco again to the center. Shuriken is setting up. Banshees and Guardians. Warlock going ahead. Doesn't seem too keen to hit this power. It's always very difficult to judge where your opposing player is. Looks like he could have taken out at least 1 generator in that time. Perhaps. Inquisitor now retreats, job done. We'll now need to defend the east side. They have this power here now. Chaos Sorcerer capping the west edge power has double grenade launcher heretics. I'm seeing this a lot these days. One of them has their aspiring champion too. I don't think it's the best idea versus Banshees. I suppose he has Havocs to stop the Banshees, but Rangers will counter them. Havocs set up and suppress this entire blob. Banshees get into melee with them though. This is bad news. There's the washout. And they run past them, and now they fight. I'm not pulling these guys back very late to retreat them, and loses the squad. Knock back from the Banshees, that is their speciality. Such high melee skills, so they knock down stuff constantly, and Guide goes on them from the Farseer just a bit too late. Here they come now, can chop up some heretics. Not sure what Iron is doing, needs to retreat, and finally does. 3-3-4, 4-1-4, it's a 2-1 for blue. See how vital that double was from Lari. Came to the center, and now blue have the center and have it locked down with a shuriken. Havoc's trying to find a good place to set up. 3-3-4, 4-0-3. Lari now hitting the east side, but has Venom Brood and Warrior Brood to deal with, and they have their adrenal glands as well, so these Hormagaunts are under melee synapse. Inferno pistol for the Inquisitor. High damage versus all targets, but doesn't fire very quickly. And he's forced off, has plasma guns on guardsmen. Good for taking out those warriors and getting synaptic shots. Shocks. 3-3-4, 3-8-2, it's a 1-1. But look at this, Brichals has completely taken the west side pretty much. Here come Noise Marines now. Just saw the Chaos Sorcerer teleport, he has Vestments of the Warp. There's a webway gate. Noise Marines shutting down those Guardians. And a lot of damage to those Banshees as well. There's Cacophony knocking down everything. Banshees in retreat, yes. Chaos Sorcerer teleporting in, gets a special attack. And looks like Brichals forced off, yes. Has a Falcon on the field though. 3-2-3, 3-8-2. And look at this, Archlos has retaken the center, took a lot of losses it looks like though. Only has double CSM now. And Survivorish is pushing the east side. Very nice comeback from red. Inquisitor needs to run, has Judgement up on the Raven Alpha. And blue are going to lose this power because Venom Brood are very good at taking out generators. Hasn't finished taking this one out yet. There we go. Archlos a bit hesitant to push the power with only double CSM. Because here comes Rokco, has upgraded Howling Banshees, fully upgraded Guardians, and a Shuriken. Shuriken forced off immediately. And here come Banshees. There's killed a weak. Nicely done. Banshees made it easy by running in. Guardians taking a lot of damage. Banshees retreat. Guardians retreat. There's a grenade, but misses. 282, 382. Falcon, support vehicle for Eldar. Transport and reinforcement point. And pretty respectable damage too. Lots of stuff dying on the east side. Ogryn's on the field for Lari. Powerful melee unit in tier 2. Also has some stormtroopers, but they retreat. And in fact, everything retreats apart from the Ogryn's and the Inquisitor. Judgment is up on this warrior brood. Needs to wait 20 seconds before can judge the target, and there it is. Then retreats. Didn't take out the model well. Still 3 members on this warrior brood. 1600 hit points they have with their adrenal glands. Chaos Lord has his lightning claws fully kitted out, Armored Inferno and Icon of Khorne, a very popular war gear loadout for him. Looks like Eldar are going to double the center now. What is the Chaos Lord doing? Needs to run. Gets a kill the weak in there. Very, very lucky. He's going to die here though unless he runs. Now in retreat in a sync kill and goes down to Banshees. Crazy, crazy decision by Archlos to stay in there. And here's a Wraith Lord from Rokco. Walker vehicle for Eldar. There it's Shuriken Cannon, shoulder mounted upgrade. Fights melee, pretty powerful in melee combat. 226, 382, 2-1 for red. But now blue will have a 2-1 because they're taking center. Iron needs to push the west side, needs to punish Brichals for going center, but he's not doing it. Survivorish comes to the center now to help out Archlos, who really needs it. Only double CSM, now getting some Plague Marines. Must have spotted that Wraith Lord. Here comes Iron. Brichals is there though. Rangers getting too close, what are they doing? And might go down here. Does a small lapse in concentration and loses the squad, does he? Yes. Mark of Khorne, Chaos Space Marines for Iron. Also has Mark of Tzeentch and double Heretic still. Falcon getting rear armor hits from that melter pistol that the Mark of Khorne Sergeant has. Look at this, all kicking off on the east side. Inquisitor, Ravener Brood now in their melee state, so they are under melee synapse from these warriors. And his poor Carsman need to retreat through that blob and get away. Ouch, Judgment took down the Raven Alpha there. Has got Judgment off twice in this game. Very rarely see an Inquisitor actually get it off. Usually the target retreats. Wraith Lord in melee combat with the Chaos Lord now goes after these Plague Marines, which are its only threat pretty much with their missile launcher. And look at the damage it does. Splash damage as it's a walker. Plague Marines are very tough, but they are getting owned here. Archlos not retreating them or even moving them. Could have taken the building. He's going to lose his squad. What is he doing? One more hit and this is a dead Plague Marine squad. Crazy, crazy play from Archlos, not retreating or moving those guys at all, and gets a second Plague Marine squad. Wraith Lord levels to 3, wow. Now has 1400 hit points. 209, 357. And Survivorish in full retreat has preserved all of his squads though. Raven Alpha's down. And it's a triple for red team, 193, 357. Despite Archos's bizarre play sometimes, has been able to hold the middle. Banshee's now moving in on Chaos Space Marines, both with Mark of Tzeentch. And here comes some Melter Gun Stormtroopers and the Inquisitor and Ogryn's, who are not going into combat. Guardians are repairing the Wraith Lord. Falcon went down. Autarch called in on retreat. Ouch.
Adding support structure.
Now a double for red. Going to be a 2-1 for blue, I think. They're taking their natural and taking the middle. Swarmlord on the way for Survivorish. Red's finally getting this power hit. Sacrificial Circle, or whatever it's called, global ability of the Chaos Sorcerer will spawn bloodletters. Good for defending areas when you can't get there yourself. And there's Dark Flames, doesn't really hit very flush. Autarch finishes this cat. 1, 2, 3, 3, 5, 4, and blue do have a 2-1. Reds need to start pushing en masse because Survivorish has pretty nice army here, especially when that Swarmlord hits. Archlos, double CSM and Plague Marines. Hopefully don't try and melee a Wraithlord to death with them this time. Iron has triple CSM, 2 Mark of Khorne, 1 Mark of Tzeentch. Lari now pushing mid, and here comes Survivorish to help out. It's going to be a huge engagement. Where is Rokco though? I see the Autarch. The rest of his forces hanging back, he's not helping at all. And Lari is all alone. And is forced off entirely. Mandate goes up, which might have saved the Inquisitor, maybe. Has Interrogator's armor too, and does get away. Now here is Rokco with his Wraithlord. Ouch, Lari lost a ton of stuff there, lost their Ogrins. Goes tier 3. Everyone tier 3 apart from Archlos and Iron, the 2 Chaos players. Wraithlord in amongst all of this stuff. A huge engagement there is Hell Fury Strike. And what is this? Is that an Eldritch Storm? No, it's a Singularity. Bang! Good grief. Tons of stuff blobbed up. And there's Gravity Blade. And Reds are sent running. Wraithlord level 3, very nearly level 4. This thing is beastly now. Can it take out the Chaos Lord? One more hit might do it. No, and now it needs to sort out some Plague Marines again. Autarch jumps in, and they retreat this time. 1, 2, 3, 2, 8, 5. Here is the D cannon. Artillery unit that sets up huge amount of range. Swarmlord now on the field. Lari looking very thin, double guardsman, but has a lot of resources, most likely saving for a Baneblade.
You must forestall the coming doom.
1, 2, 3, 2, 6, 8. Wraithlord using Wraithbone and self-healing a bit. Now can be repaired by the Guardians. Level 4 this guy now. Very rare you see a Wraithlord get to level 4. Here is the Tyranid army getting a speed boost by the Swarmlord. No way Lari will be able to stop this blob. Here it comes. And this might be the first time they've seen the Swarmlord. Mandate goes up. Inquisitor is invulnerable for a short time. Guardsmen with their plasma guns should be shooting up the warrior broods. Inquisitor now getting insane amount of damage done. Might go down here because these Hormagaunts are quick. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 6 and 4 retreat from Lari. Could send the Swarmlord into base and kill stuff. Here comes Archlos pushing mid. Wraithlord hanging back, shooting up with its Shuriken Cannon, which does a pretty nice amount of damage. Warlock's gonna die in a sync kill, and does die eventually. And there's a rocket run. Boom! Excellently done by Lari. Didn't quite get the second run in the right place, but Archlos was devastated then. Wraithlord up against that Chaos Lord. Banshee's in combat with him, but with that Icon of Khorne, and he's now level 5. He's pretty beastly. Doesn't want to fight a level 4 Wraith Lord though, and goes down to the Farseer with her Gravity Blade. Here is Survivorish, 123, 180. It's 2-1 for blue, but can they stand against this Swarm Lord? Maybe they can, because here's an avatar from Brichals, and there's a Wailing Doom. Ouch. Full retreat from Survivorish. Swarm Lord, of course, cannot retreat, so we'll just run back. Or maybe not. Going to engage this Wraith Lord here. It does run. Here comes Lari to help out. Has a Bane Blade on the field. Super heavy tank for Imperial Guard. Very slow, but bristling with guns. And looks like they're just going to come center and camp it and hold their natural and trying to see this out. 1, 2, 3, 1, 5, 4. Chaos Predator on the way for Archlos. Survivorish goes for a Carnifex. Fire Prism on the field for Rokco. Also one on the way for Brichals. Avatar super unit for Eldar. Fights melee, hugely powerful. Also buffs all surrounding allies. You can see the blue marks there. It's suppression resistance and a damage reduction, and I think a damage buff, I'm not sure. Here is the Bane Blade. Counters pretty much everything at range, vulnerable to strong melee units, which Survivorish might have with the Swarm Lord, Warrior Brood, and the Carnifex if he makes it Thornback. Can't make it anything right now. What is Archlos up to? Getting Mark of Tzeentch, Predator. Iron Steel with just that triple CSM. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 8. Is this going to be the final push by red team? They need to do it together if they're going to have a chance. Carnifex still has no upgrade, doesn't quite have the resources. Do they have any nukes? Yes, Archlos could use Imperial Abyss, and Survivorish is very close to using Turn of Formation. Should use it now in this engagement coming up. And here it is. Chaos Lord leading the line. There's a Singularity again. And here comes Survivorish. Huge engagement at the end. There's Imperial Abyss. That's the nuke for Chaos. And there's a Manticore Strike on the blob of Tyranids. 1, 2, 3, 92, 2 to 1 for blue. Bane Blade getting some last shots off. Here comes the Swarm Lord though, going after the Warlock. Some Imperial Guards in the background there. Warlock might go down to the Swarm Lord, but Swarm Lord needs support all on his own right now. Wraith Lord goes after it, a level 4 Wraith Lord. And there's Storm of Blades, which was wasted. Why use it there? Avatar in combat with a Carnifex. Does it have a upgrade? No. And there's an Eldritch Storm. And there's Levitation Field. Crazy goings on. Warlock barely alive. 9 hit points, and he's chasing the Swarm Lord. Fire Prism goes down. Swarm Lord has Judgment on it and is taken out by the Bane Blade. And that is surely it. 1, 2, 3, 79. Red team decimated then.
An allied Warlock has been rendered unconscious. Our Farseer has gained a level.
And blues are taking mid for a 2 to 1. Sorcerer is still here. I don't know what he's trying to do. I want to get a warp fire onto some guardsmen, but paid for it with a Wraith Sword to the chest. Inquisitor levels to 6. Level 5 Warlock, level 9 Farseer, wow. Level 3 Revenant Alpha dead. Level 6 Chaos Lord, level 5 Sorcerer. There is the... no, red team take blue's natural. Guardians with Embolden, and there's a Manticore Strike, and Chaos Space Marines run away. Blue team can now retake. And surely this is a win. Red team just delaying the inevitable. Are they going to try and push again? No way they're going to be able to push. Gets the Bane Blade, level 4 Wraith Lord, and an Avatar. Here comes Iron, maybe trying to split Blue's forces and cap where they can. Here comes double Khorne Marines, Heretics and Tzeentch CSM. And that's a singularity, I think. Yes. Iron didn't spot it because he ran his marines in. And that was a Hell Fury strike there. Here comes the Inquisitor. There's a Wailing Doom. Ouch. How did these guys not die? 9 hit points on this squad. They are level 4. And blue have a 2-to-1. But look at this. Plague Marines capping mid. I don't think even they are tough enough to do it though. Bang. And they run. Here comes the Chaos Lord. Judgment on him. Getting Inferno Pistol shots to the face as well. And is he in retreat now? I think he's just running off.
One of our structures is under attack.
Destructive strike on the Farseer. Now in melee. Look at the damage those claws do. And there's Levitation Field. And Judgment on his head. And here comes a Chaos Predator. No mark. 1, 2, 3, 36. Farseer runs. Chaos Lord now goes after the Inquisitor, who puts Judgment on him again. And her mandate goes up. There's Let the Galaxy Burn. Chaos Lord still sticking in here. Another Swarm Lord on the way for Survivorish. Chaos Lord dies. Whoa. Chaos Predator almost taken out by a single D-cannon shot and is taken out in the end. Here comes double Khorne Marines again, but here's an Avatar. There's Wrath of Cain. Will knock back damage and suppress anything it touches. There we go. And there's the win. 1, 2, 3, 0. A double for blue at the end. Huge, insane engagement in the center. Won the game for them pretty much. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.